Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what to say yet.
I forgot about that part.
You know what? Doesn't matter. We'll wing it.
Oh,
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, esteemed colleague.
Lunchfield type of guy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're joined here for the 7th episode of Locker Room's Legends podcast.
7?
Oh, yeah.
7?
Let's go.
I made this
Let's
part.
go. Let's go, baby. I love it.
That's good.
For those of you watching the video, I hope you can appreciate
Hello,
that,
fans.
I wanted to take pride in my
Super Bowl champion.
presentation today, and I decided to dress up.
So did I. So did I.
Hey, just look at the hat. Look at the hat, baby. Come on. You know what to do.
I got nothing on me.
So, there's something that we say on the show. Well, I don't know if we said it yet, but amongst ourselves we say it. We say, guys, no what ifs.
None. Ever.
It's forbidden.
I hate
Can't
it.
say it.
I hate
Because-
it. I hate that.
As you'll see very soon, as soon as you start asking the questions, what if this happened, what if that happened, what if it went this way, things get a little crazy.
Just a bit. Just a bit. And you guys have seen, or you've heard the story of Alice in Wonderland. You know, she chased that rabbit down the hole. Takes a whole new world. That's where we're going right now. It's going a whole new world. A whole new
Where's
world.
he going with this?
I love the energy tonight.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I don't think I can keep waiting any longer. I'm handing off to Luke.
Yeah,
Just
you're
we can see how off the rails it's going to go.
Guys,
you're right.
where were you October 12th of 2014? Anyone remember?
So I don't remember the date, but I know exactly what you're talking about. So I was watching the Dallas Cowboys take on the Green Bay Packers in the
No.
NFC.
October.
Oh,
We're
October.
painting a little bit of a picture.
Oh,
October was the
I
day
thought the
DeMarco
Cowboys
Murray and Tony Romo went into Seattle and beat the brakes off the Legion of Bums.
And then I do know where I was. I was at Colin
I
playing touch football.
I remember too.
So sadly, I missed the game.
Trav, do you know American somewhere, right?
I was 12. I don't
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep going.
Yeah. So we miss Terrence Williams' toe tap catch. Who I still don't know how he caught. But that's relevant a little bit here because the what if we're going to talk about today is what if the refs gave Dez the catch he so rightfully deserved?
I like that because I think we can all agree that
Oh my god.
It's a catch.
Dez caught it.
Dez caught that.
I saw him
I mean-
go up, catch the ball, and come down the ground, and he had the ball in his hands last time I saw.
Trav, you have something to say?
I was say,
What do you have to say?
I did see the ball move. Are you telling me the ball didn't move? Or you just? I just want to know, did the ball move? Did the ball move?
We're just sticking to the what if here. We don't need to argue about.
I'm taken by that.
We don't need to argue about that. We don't need to argue about that.
We won't replay right now? It's
You said,
over.
you know,
But-
you said,
but-
you said
but-
it was catch. You said it was
but-
catch. I'm just saying.
Catch.
But
Just saying. I saw
If the refs give him the Cowboys take the lead, and they go up 28-26, and I believe they win that game. They beat the bum Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers MVP season. Ooh, look how good it did him this year too, guys. Ooh, MVP. I'm
I don't know,
so
he did
good.
pretty good in that division
Oh, yeah,
round.
10 points.
I mean, that's 10 more points Oliver put up in a...
10 points against the San Francisco 49ers, which we might talk about a little bit later, guys. Just throwing it out. But
I know where that's
So-
heading.
so if the Green Bay Packers lose, and in my Dallas Cowboys, I brought up that October game because they go into Seattle and play the Seahawks. Hey guys, are they gonna lose to the Seattle Seahawks?
Tony Romo against Russell Wilson.
Danger Russ, obviously.
Yeah, Danger Russ was not looking very
You know what
dangerous.
hey, you know what
Was he
the
cooking? Was Danger Russ cooking?
Let him cook.
You know
Let
what
him
the
cook.
guy? You know what the guy to my right calls that game for Tony Romo? Cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Hey,
He does.
guess who Tony Romo had the ball to hand off to? Leading rusher in the NFL, 1,800 yards, 13 touchdowns. He would have ran all over the Legion of Bums. Ran all over them. Then they would have played the New England Patriots.
I do like to say that the Legion of Bums is a favorite of mine. I like that.
So,
Yeah.
so let's just we're going down this rabbit hole. We're opening up this new world, guys. The Cowboys beat the Packers. The Cowboys go into Seattle. They win. DeMarco Murray runs over them, gets over 150 rush yards.
I'm just trying to figure out.
The defense bottles up Russell Wilson like the Packers did because Russell Wilson doesn't know how to win playoff games either, apparently.
We're really going down this way.
And you got the Cowboys in the Super Bowl going against.
Yeah, now we're here.
The
Now
New
we're
England
I was trying to figure out
Patriots.
where we're going to.
This is where we're
Yep.
Full circle.
Oh,
yeah.
Full circle
We're
moment.
there. We're there.
So,
Patriots.
You got
Cowboys.
the New England Patriots.
In Arizona? What's this one?
And you got
It is-
Tom.
it is a
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
Tom, terrific. And I just want to say this before this, guys. Tom Brady only had 3 rings before this.
3, you say?
Yes.
When was the last time he had won, too, at this time?
Wait, what?
The last time he had won at the time?
I think it was the Panthers.
2005.
Oh my god.
He hadn't won a
7
ring.
years?
Yes, that's what I was going to get to.
That's
He hadn't won a ring in almost 10 years.
The narrative was that a certain man who wore number 10 ended Tom Brady's career.
So I think what I'm saying is Tony Romo, he continues that trend.
See that guy?
He continues that trend.
Tony Romo hits the nail, hammers that in Tom's coffin.
Tom's got, but that's the thing. He hammers into Tom's coffin, and we all see what happened to the Patriots. I think that accelerates. This Super Bowl loss, the Cowboys they beat the New England Patriots in Arizona. Tony Romo gets his first ring. Tony Romo looks like a Hall of Famer now.
Tony, clap it up for Tony.
No, hey.
And
Best
DeMarco Murray,
best
side note,
something.
DeMarco Murray doesn't leave for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, he had a great season in Philadelphia, though.
Yeah, he had
Oh, you get the stats?
700 yards.
After what do you have the year before? You said 18.
1,800. He went down 1,100 yards. Just a
1,800?
just a slight
1,100
decrease.
difference.
So what I'm saying is DeMarco Murray doesn't leave. They keep him. They still have Des Bryant. They still have Jason Witten. They still have that amazing O line. The defense is, they ran what the Cowboys did. If you guys did not know, fans, if you didn't know, they ran the ball and they protected their defense, which was not that great. They had some playmakers, but it wasn't that good. What they did is they ran the ball, controlled the clock, and they controlled games. And that's what they would have done to the Seahawks, and that's what they would have done to the Patriots as well. But
it is what they did to the Packers.
yes, it is what they did to Packers, and Des caught it! Sorry if that was, sorry for starting a little loud. But I think that loss accelerates the Patriots' downfall. I think it accelerates it a bit.
Input from a Patriots fan on this?
I mean, Brady put up 28 in that game. I mean, he was down in the fourth quarter in that game. He didn't have a great game. Patriots did not have a good game, but the Patriots went against, you know who they went against in that game, you said it. They went against beast mode. They did have to go against a good rushing offense. They wouldn't play against no scrubs, right? The Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
They played against no
I'm
scrubs.
gonna be an NFL casual right now. I'm gonna say, well, I think Jason Garrett hands the ball off to DeMarco Murray instead of throws the ball.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, the Cowboys would have been up by multiple possessions at that point anyways.
I do agree. I do concur.
All right, guys, I watched those highlights. Tom Brady was holding a fucking Danny Amendola and Julian Edelman. That was it.
Danny, playoff man.
Okay, sorry, he had Rob Gronkowski.
Yep.
But I just feel like if the Cowboys came out and played more consistent, because Russell Wilson's first half in that game is abysmal. He only scores points because he has a 6'5" guy who was working at Foot Locker. Apparently that's the only way he could score. So I'm saying the Cowboys are more consistent, they control the game, and they win. Because they would have controlled the game, they would have won. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going into too much detail, but just so you guys know, does anyone know the Dallas Cowboys record after that amazing season, which you thought, it's just going to repeat, right? The Cowboys are going to come back and do the same thing.
4-12?
It was 4-12. Yes.
It was terrible.
4-12. Tony Romo, Brady. Let me see. Tony Romo got hurt. Make sure that. Yep, Tony Romo got hurt. He only played 4 games that season. Matt Castle played a lot of games. Kellen Moore played some games. Brandon Whedon played some games.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
So what I'm saying,
Is that the year that Darren McFadden? No. Is that the? No.
I have that right now. It is. Darren McFadden got 1,000 rush yards.
Oh my god.
Wait, so he did better than DeMarco Murray?
Apparently that season,
I
yeah.
like that.
So what I'm saying is, if Mark Murray doesn't leave, Tony Romo doesn't get hurt, you might be seeing a back-to-back. You might be.
Back to
Hey,
back.
guys. We know Cam Newton, right? We know Cam Newton.
A little.
Heard of him?
Is he the guy who said I'm back and then played really bad after that?
Yes. So that 2015 season is the season where Cam Newton had his MVP season. Do you guys really think those Carolina Panthers would beat this Dallas Cowboys team?
No
Oh, yeah.
shot.
Hell no.
Oh,
no
yeah.
shot.
Super Cam?
No.
Super
Hell no.
So
I just want to kind of give you where we've gone. So the Cowboys, they win that Super Bowl. They're looking good. They win that weak NFC East. They take control of that NFC East. They do not let it go for the next couple of years. They dominate, get to the playoffs, and I believe they play the Panthers in the NFC Championship game. They're the 1 and 2 seeds. Dallas goes into Carolina. They beat the Panthers. I think Cam Newton would kind of falter, and the consistency of the Cowboys offense and the consistency of that team, they would win and go to the Super Bowl. Problem is, you go back to AFC. I think that things accelerate. The relationship accelerates deteriorating in New England with Tom Brady. But he still comes back for that season. He still has a good season. They get the second seed. But then he gets that AFC Championship game. And he just gets... Oh. Trev, can you tell me a little bit about that game?
So wait. So before we talk about that game, I was going to ask, so are the Seahawks now completely derailed?
Well,
You
the
said,
Seahawks they're not derailed. But we've seen what happened to them after one Super Bowl loss.
but they went back the next year against the Broncos.
No, the Broncos was before.
Oh, okay, but that's...
Yeah.
Oh,
That season
so then they're not... Now
Yeah.
they're just...
So yeah, they just continue the path of mediocrity for the
Okay.
next decade. That's what
Okay,
they do.
so
Nope.
screw the Seahawks, they don't matter.
Yeah,
Now
they're
back to the
just
Patriots. Patriots, Broncos.
So I think they have a similar season where a lot of people, it's just a lot more is under, it's under a lot more light. So a lot of people complain that season that he had no help, he had nothing. His number one running back was Steven Jackson. He didn't want to throw to, and I think that gets kind of brought up more and more in that loss to who? AFC Championship game,
Oh.
2015.
Broncos.
Yes,
I was like, I think
where Tom Brady gets absolutely demolished by
That game.
Von Miller, Malik Jackson, Derek Wolfe, DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah.
Gets demolished by them. It just gets put on a huge stage. Everyone just sees this, and then that relationship just ends. It just ends.
That's a
I think this time, Tom hangs it up. Tom hangs it up.
You show me he retires
I'm
after that?
talking. We're talking the big one. He goes home.
No, he goes home. But for a bit of
Wow.
a vacation, we might come back to that.
Wait, so you're saying Tom retires after that loss? He's
He
like-
got his ass beat. The relationship is broken.
He got hit so many
People
times
don't-
that game. He hasn't won in 10 years. He hasn't won a bowl in 10 years.
Just
I don't
just
see
follow
it.
just
I don't
follow
see
my
that.
just. I'm painting a pretty beautiful picture.
I'm just,
So,
my
for
only
the
thing
viewers-
Right now we're just at a sketch.
For our viewers who can't see the picture, let's just recap a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah, you're right.
So what we have is Des Bryant mossing. Who was it he was on? Sam Shields?
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
Doesn't matter, irrelevant. Des Bryant
Against the Packers. Cowboys win that game. Cowboys go into Seattle. They win that game. Then the Cowboys go into Arizona, play the Patriots, win that game. And now we're saying, where we are right now, the Cowboys make it all the way back.
They ran it back.
They make it all the way back to the NFC Championship game, beat Mr. I'm back. And now they're playing the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl.
My problem is,
Super Bowl
my
57.
problem is, I don't think the Sheriff loses that game still. With how well that defense played, with how well that
No
defense
shot.
played. I mean, Von Miller was playing like he was literally gonna. Oh man,
I like that. That's a good take. Broncos
because how well
beat
that
Cowboys.
defense played in that Super Bowl, I still think they play really well in that Super Bowl again. And they kind of forced that Cowboys team out of a consistency. Now they have to pass. That's what I think would happen. They
Well,
kind
that's
of
what the
forced them
Denver
out
Broncos
of
did
their.
everybody. That's what the Broncos did everybody.
Exactly, and that's what their strength was. And I think that team really gets the Cowboys out of their consistency mindset, and they take an L in the bowl.
Where's Garrett at right now?
Oh, he's living high. When people talk about that guy as
Get
one of the best head coaches in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. No, where's he at right now? Where's Jason?
Oh, I don't know.
He got fired. He used
Oh,
to
we're
be
talking
with
about
the
the
Giants.
real one?
Like in the
He was
yeah,
like,
we're going to know.
If fans didn't know,
Okay,
the New York Giants' offense was amazing this year because he was their offensive coordinator.
Yeah. I remember.
But he did get fired mid-season,
Yeah.
which is not good.
Okay, so
Don't
we don't.
know
So,
why.
so we don't know where he's even at right now.
Nope. I don't
But
think so.
what you're trying to say is he just went to back Super Bowls.
Yep.
Okay.
He's a champ.
Super Bowl winner,
He
and
gets the
now,
ring. He gets
and
the
now
ring.
he's back.
He gets the ring.
And now he's back. All right.
If you have the ring, you get the name.
No, he's like McVay only has one, and he has an appearance, or he's 2 appearances won. So what's the difference between McVay and? Yeah.
So
That's a good
Now-
point. That's a really
Well,
good point, actually.
As of right now, in this world, who's McVay?
oh,
I don't even know who that is. The Rams are in St. Louis.
San Diego's on the team.
So, we're now in 2015.
No, 2016 they win the bowl. They win the Broncos.
okay, so we're in
Broncos won in
2016.
2015. So, yeah,
The
we're in
Broncos take that one.
16.
Big Manning still retires. I think the Broncos kind of continue that path, except they don't. Something a little weird happens. The Cowboys, sorry, the Broncos need a quarterback, and the Cowboys don't. Right? The Cowboys don't need a quarterback. They have 20 Romo.
No. Oh my god.
They're looking late in the draft. You know, John Elway likes a certain kind of quarterback, and this guy doesn't necessarily fit that. But
The Broncos are really good at finding quarterbacks, by the way.
But that's definitely not
They're
true.
really good at winning.
But allegedly, they were very close to drafting this guy in real life. I think they take him in. They take him in this. They go get Dak Prescott.
Let's say, who's this guy?
They go get Dak Prescott.
Oh, God.
Dakota and Denver.
Wait, so that number 4 is now different color? It's not a jersey?
So they got Dak in Denver, and I don't think that really accumulates to too much. But the Denver Broncos do have their franchise quarterback, and they get the playoff wins. They get a couple playoff appearances, they get a couple playoff wins. But they don't really make too much noise.
What happens to that defense, though?
The defense, it does what it did. It kind of starts to taper off, and they kind of keep on trying to patch up, and they don't rebuild. They just kind of have a decent team. That's just kind of what they keep doing, and that's what they would have kept doing. And Dak, like I said, would have had him relevant a lot. It just wouldn't have been Dak's good, but he's not gonna go out there and just make the Broncos best offense in the league. That's not really what he was.
So we're 2016, and
We're in 2016 now, and this is where I might need a little help, guys. I'm just trying to look. So DeMarco Murray, he's getting old. But the Cowboys, I don't think they can get Zeke. The Cowboys don't get Zeke. They don't really have his replacement. But wait.
this is for a different argument, but we said it before. I mean, do you really need that guy running back?
I think I just found. But then there's this other running back
Oh, God.
from Alabama.
Oh my gosh.
So Zeke goes pretty high in the draft. And the Cowboys made the Super Bowl, so they can't get
Buckeye.
They can't get Zeke. So they're like, damn, we'll take the Heisman Trophy winner. We'll take Derrick Henry.
Oh, my goodness.
We'll take Derrick Henry.
Why not?
And they're not like the Titans. They're not like, hey, let's let them sit there and do nothing. They don't do that. They actually go and let him be the lead back. And in his first season, he just wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. And by the way, this season, the Cowboys went and got the first seed.
Do you know who was Rookie of the Year that year? Or Offense Rookie of the Year in 2016?
That year.
Dak or Zeke. I think it was Dak or Zeke that year.
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
But the Cowboys got first seed that season. So you tell me with Tony Romo, Des Bryant, Jason Witten, and Derrick Henry, and Cole Beasley, they don't get the first seed? They don't get the first seed again?
Dude, the dynasty. The dynasty's born again.
So then they host Green Bay. Tony Romo ain't losing. Tony Romo ain't losing. Tony
Well,
Romo,
Rodgers is so good in the playoffs.
I was about to say,
Oh,
he's really
man.
good in the playoffs. Rodgers not losing in the
Jeez,
playoffs.
Tony Romo ain't losing to Rodgers in the playoffs. No, he's not losing. He lost him in real life, but not this time.
Bro,
This is my universe. He doesn't lose.
This is Luke's world.
He doesn't lose.
I love it. All right.
And I feel like they just have an easy path to the Super Bowl. They beat the Falcons, which I don't think were very good. The Cowboys
Falcons were pretty good.
they were good, but I feel like
They
with
were
Derrick
average.
Henry,
I think they were average.
this Cowboys team is.
Was that Matt Ryan's MVP year?
Yes. No, they were average once, so you know.
Wait, so Brady's not here?
Yep.
So Brady retired for this season.
Okay.
We're getting there. We're
He's
getting there. We're
done.
almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there.
This
You guys are
Falcons-
good.
This Falcons thing.
They're still dressing the wounds from that game.
Okay,
So that kind of leaves the AFC pretty open without the Patriots there, because the Patriots got the first seed this season, and the Chiefs got the second seed. Was this Patrick Mahomes' first year?
No, Patrick
Nope.
Mahomes came in 2017.
2018.
Really?
Well, this is still Alex Smith.
So I honestly, I'm looking at this. I think we get a Pittsburgh Steeler Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl. We go back to the '80s.
Ben?
Because
Bases third?
Ben could not
Fourth?
beat Tom in the playoffs. But when Tom was out of the playoffs, let me read the playoff teams of that season. It was the Patriots, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans, Raiders, Dolphins.
The Dolphins might have gave him a run for their money.
With
The
Matt.
Dolphins got slapped around by the Steelers.
Yeah, with Matt Moore. Because Ryan Taylor
Matt Moore got
got
killed that
that
game.
was that
He got
game.
killed.
Bud Dupree.
Bud Dupree.
So what I'm saying is, I feel like Big Ben doesn't really lose to any of these teams, and he actually gets to the bowl.
AB.
But the Steelers,
AB and them.
I never really liked how they played as a team, so I think they would just go out there and they would just lose.
You think AB,
Le'Veon?
AB,
Yeah,
Le'Veon, and
Le'Veon.
Big Ben lose? The quadruple B's
To
in
the
Boswell?
Cowboys.
They lost plenty of times.
Yes, they never made the freaking Super Bowl, and they're not going to win this
They
one.
said Brady wasn't there.
So you're telling me
Yeah,
Cowboys?
no, I said they get to the Super Bowl, but they're not beating the Cowboys.
So you're saying Cowboys make it 3 years from
But
now?
in this world, Tony Romo's better than Tom Brady. So
In this world, Tony Romo's gone back to back to back.
In this
bowls
world,
and won 2 of them.
Jimmy
in this
Hill went
world-
back to back.
Hall of Famer status cemented.
thing is, now I'm
Legacy.
looking at it, and I think after that, I think Tony hangs him up.
I was gonna ask.
Tony had a bad back later in his career. It took a lot out of him. He was able to hand the ball off a lot.
So he wins his second one, and he's like, "I'm gonna call
I
it."
think
Nope.
he'd retire.
But I was gonna say, does he go to the booth?
Oh man,
Does he still go to the booth?
we could say he went to the booth and he continued that illustrious.
Okay.
He went to
Okay.
the big booth.
But
with
now,
Scott.
guys, this is where things are gonna get crazy. They haven't gotten crazy.
Romo not going to the booth? Is it a big one?
So after that, the NFC's kind of open. The NFC East next season, NFC East, the Eagles will dominate the NFC East like they did in real life. They will dominate the NFC East. But there's a lot of teams after that. We don't really know what they're gonna do because you have the Vikings, you have the new Rams, the Saints. Okay, win playoffs. God. The Panthers who are falling off, and you have the Falcons who barely make the playoffs. But you have this other team. Let me see. I have the date here. When was Kyle Shanahan hired? Kyle Shanahan was hired February 6th of 2017.
Oh.
And Kyle Shanahan, they're building up a pretty good team over there in Santa Clara. And Tom's from Cali. You guys know that, right?
Oh.
He's actually from Santa
He grew up a Niner fan, right?
Yeah. He was actually at the catch. He was at that game.
So Tom comes out of,
I didn't know that.
he gets those cleats out of his closet.
No.
He goes, Kyle,
No.
let's go.
No.
Kyle, let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go win a bowl.
Wait,
Or a couple.
what was he doing in the? How long's he off? Just a year?
Just a year. He Jordaned it. He Jordaned it.
He was off camera doing his thing with Giselle.
Hey, I wouldn't mess with Giselle.
So he heads to San Fran.
He goes to San Fran.
Wow.
Goes to San Fran for the
You can't tell me that doesn't happen.
So he gets to San Fran. And we all know how good that team has been for the San Francisco 49ers.
It's a good team.
I can't believe
Solid
he's
team.
saying Brady's on the Niners right now.
So Brady's on the Niners. And this is I believe 2 years before he goes to the Buccaneers. So he's already had a schedule.
Wait, what's going on in New England quarterback situation?
Man, New England's just kind of like they're trying different things.
Well,
As
they
a
would
New England fan, I'd like to know.
They're just kind of irrelevant.
Well, they would have probably kept Jimmy, right?
What about
Jimmy
Mike
get traded
Giants?
here?
How are they doing?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Is Jimmy staying? Does Jimmy stay?
I feel like Jimmy
Oh, my
stays,
God.
right?
I guess Jimmy stays in
Jimmy and Jacoby
Yeah,
fight
he's
it
How
out.
come Eli hasn't won another Super Bowl yet?
So the Giants, a lot of the teams we
wonder
don't
why
talk
they did?
about, the teams we don't talk about, we just assume kind of continue the trends that they continue to realize.
They don't make
I
it.
thought Eli would go back.
Me too.
And maybe we had Jason Garrett as head
Wait,
coach.
Eli isn't in Jacksonville?
I was really old.
I thought there's an NFC.
So, in all honesty, here when Tom Brady goes to the Niners, the guy just wins the next 3. The Niners team.
What?
That
He
Niners,
just
all right,
said-
that Niners
You
team.
told me 2 quarterbacks dominate for 6 years.
The Niners
row.
team, and then the NFC.
No, we just had that for the last 10 years.
The NFC needed a
True.
void. The NFC had a big void.
Might
When
get
Tony
Romo in
Romo retired, the NFC had a big void.
I
The
wanna
power
get this
vacuum that needed to be filled.
It was filled by
I
the
want to get
49ers.
this straight. You're telling me, I'm crying right now hearing you. You're telling me that the late 21st century is ran by the Niners? The Niners are the next dynasty after the Bags? That's what you're trying to
Very
tell me.
clearly, yes.
You're telling me they go back to back to back.
I mean, we know Sean McVay can't beat the Niners. You know that.
I mean,
no.
So
I'm
I'm sorry, Nick Foles, but Nick Foles doesn't get his ring.
I can't say
I'm
what
sorry,
you
guys.
Big
The San Francisco
Big Dick
49ers. The San Francisco 49ers. Because let's just say for this one, if also Carson Wentz doesn't get hurt, so he also just loses a playoff game. Let's just say that.
But is he an MVP that year, though?
No, it's Tom Brady.
That was like, yeah.
Oh, Tom Brady goes on a tear.
So what
He
if-
goes on a tear.
What if instead?
Mhm.
So, let's say you got Jacksonville over there.
Okay.
Great defense.
Oh, I see
Great
where
team.
you're going with this.
They need one
No.
piece, guys.
Oh no.
They
What do
need
you
one
say?
piece.
Get out of there, Bortles! Get out of
So
there!
What are you saying?
What if
Are we first
the
thing on
guy?
Blake? First thing on Blake Bortles? We're first thing on Blake Bortles.
Hey,
What?
I thought Blake Bortles was that guy.
Blake Bortles is great, but I think he needed some veteran leadership.
Okay.
Mr. Khan.
So
Mr.
they
Khan.
make a call to East Rutherford.
No, wait.
and
What?
say, hey, is number 10 available?
Wait.
Shad Khan.
At the
Did
back
you
end
just
of his
goes all in.
career, what do you want for him?
Did this guy just say we got Brady versus Eli in 2018?
Oh.
Oh my god.
No way. Who wins that? Who wins that?
No, wait. I thought Brady's in. I thought
Wait,
Brady's in
with that
San,
defense, right?
I thought Brady's in San Fran.
Yes. But they
It's
made the bowl.
Eli
They
Manning
made the
playing.
Oh, because the
Tom Brady.
Patriots aren't the Jags. I was thinking of the Jags Patriots AFC Championship game. That doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't.
So
happen.
Jags just roll to the game, the big one.
They just roll.
I
Mr.
think
Henny.
Eli
Mr.
wins
Henny.
this. No, see, I don't know.
Are you telling me the Saints don't? The Saints aren't in that mix?
Ladies and gentlemen, Saints.
You're telling me the Saints are in that mix?
They're in the mix every season until it gets to the postseason.
No. You're telling me you're telling me they at least not playing Brady, at least the NFC Championship game.
They're like
At
the
least
Packers.
They
couple-
might, but it's
They're
irrelevant.
like the Packers, bro. They're like the Packers. They're there
So
every year.
you're telling me it's still heartbreaking in this world?
Yeah, it's a heartbreaker.
Do
every
you think
year.
it's worse than what it actually is in real life?
So,
Oh
Do you
yeah.
think it's worse? Do you think Tom taking it from us is worse?
So I'm just gonna say is I don't with that new information to me, I don't think Tom wins that first one.
No.
I think Eli wins that third one,
So Eli wins his third.
retires. He retires. He's done.
I would hope so.
So Jacksonville does a one and done. They go Eli.
That's
we
what they
did.
did.
We did a ring.
Well,
we did a
well,
ring.
hey,
We did a
in
ring.
this year anyway, they were a one.
So the season we're
one-year
talking
team.
about, the Jaguars were the third seed. That's the season they go on. They win that Super Bowl, and then the whole team really fell apart after that, and it just kind of happens the same way.
Does
Except this
Jalen
time-
get his bag, or does he stay? Does he like?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I think
Does the
that-
defense stay together?
No, I think it's the same thing. The same thing happens. They just win that ball, and they just kind
But
of.
Jalen already won his ring, so why is he not just
Oh, why
trying
would
to
he
get back?
leave? I think why would anyone leave if you win a ring?
So you got traded. You didn't actually.
Oh, I forgot. It wasn't
He got paid.
The whole team.
Actually, did he get paid in Jacksonville?
Because what happened is the whole team just kind of left, and it was just
I don't
it
know.
was
I
just
don't know.
Jalen. At one point, it was really just him. Like they lost all their linebackers. They had Miles Jack still, but like they lost their whole secondary
Tom Smith was
besides
But
Jalen.
everyone just
AJ
forgot who
Boyd
Miles Jack
first?
even was.
Malik
Boyd?
Jackson was
Left.
kind of like Malik Jackson fell off a lot.
Barry
just-
Church.
They lost. I think they had
Ngakwe, right?
He was
Ngakwe.
I think they had
So
Marcel.
I was just saying they're all there.
I think Ngakwe. They had Marcel Darius. I think on the inside. I think
Yep.
they lost him.
D line was.
Because he got really
That was
old.
nuts. That was
So like
nuts.
the whole team fell apart. So I think that would still resolve. But
So
I think
what we're saying, audience, is that in this made-up world we have, similar to the real world, Eli Manning is the greatest quarterback of all time.
He has his third.
He gets it done.
Oh, that's the
Wait, you're
thing.
telling me he beats Brady?
The thing is.
And we don't even have Nick Foles who ever beat him. We just have Eli
He
Manning.
replaced-
because
he
Nick
replaced-
Foles-
But
he
that's
replaces
what's crazy
it.
is
He
that
replaces it.
think about the fact that if you go and you just call on a guy, hey, we need a ring. They call it Eli in, and he goes and wins one in Jacksonville. He brings one to
The reason why this isn't so outlandish is because Tom Coughlin went to Jacksonville
exactly.
to
He
run
became the
offense.
head of football operations.
So he would have. It's very possible
There
that
was
he
talks
would have.
about it.
Yes, there was talks about
could have
this.
given his boy a call.
He could have. Well, not really like Eli, but more the Giants. And then all you had to do really at that point was give him like a third-round pick, and it's like there we go. with
Yeah, at the
Eli.
end of
But
his
if you're
career, he
Tom-
wasn't going
if
to be
you're Tom-
expensive.
You lose to Eli a third time. What do you do? if he
Well,
doesn't
that's
win
what I was
three more?
gonna
What you
say.
do after that is you come back and you win the next two Super
That's
Bowls.
what I'm
So
saying.
no,
but
so
if he's
what
not
I'm
gonna
gonna
beat
say,
Eli, does
that
that
would
mean
probably
anything?
demoralize me. Honestly, if let's
No.
say I come back,
I
Three
understand.
times?
Wait, let's simmer. Let's simmer down a little bit.
let's say I come back. Let's say I
Okay,
come
go
back
do
from retirement, and because the reason I went into retirement was because I had lost to Eli twice, and then
Who started it? Eli. Eli started this. Remember?
I come back, I'm like, you know what? This is my time. This is my time. And all of a sudden, what happens again?
He goes to a
That
different place. and
jackass
gets it
goes
done.
to a different place and takes me down again? I think I just throw the towel
But
in.
the thing is, you're not Tom.
I'm not.
No,
I'm
no,
not
hey,
Tom.
I'm
He's
not
not
saying-
Tom. He's not Tom.
I'm not saying he throws in the towel. I'm just
I'll tell
saying
you what
you're
Tom
telling
does.
me.
Tom says, I lost this guy a third time. There's no way I'm losing next year.
Ah!
After that.
I can't.
Yeah, but does it mean anything if he doesn't beat Eli? Like you lose to him three.
I mean, we needed someone to go own Mahomes, and Brady clearly does. So that's what he does the next two seasons. He goes and he beats Mahomes 2 times in a row, just like he did.
So Mahomes still goes to the Chiefs?
So Mahomes doesn't get a ring. Mahomes doesn't get a
Wait. So Mahomes run. Wait. So Mahomes is now against what's it called? Mahomes is against Dak in this AFC West.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think Mahomes kind of owns that.
Yeah.
Maybe because of the teams. I think the Chiefs still play out as that team,
Wait. Okay.
but and the Broncos kind of play out as the team they are now. They're just a little bit better. They're not amazingly better. Like I said, Dak's like their franchise quarterback. But it's like, You know, like they compete, they get to wild card, they maybe win a game. Oh, they may even upset the Chiefs every now and then, but kind of like what the Chargers do. Except they actually make the playoffs. I think the Browns.
Shout out to my boy Freck.
God.
Or cheddar.
Or cheddar, or cheddar.
Hey, it's funny because Will actually does listen to this. I will.
Oh,
So
yeah,
let's just kind of take a step back. Admire what this masterpiece recreated, guys. So it starts off with those refs giving Des Bryant the catch he rightfully
Wait,
deserves.
so this all stemmed from the Dez
Yep.
catch?
Yep.
Okay, let me go cheers.
Also, by the way, Derrick Henry is still running rampant in this. In this, the Cowboys aren't successful as a team necessarily, but Derrick Henry's still running rampant and looking like one of the best running backs ever. Because they started him as a rookie instead of waiting for 3 years. Just
I
throw
like
it out.
I like that.
But a running
Behind that Hall of Fame center and guard and left tackle.
No, that's
So they don't retire too early.
I would say Travis
I
Frederick.
guess it's like Travis Frederick, but
I love that.
So let's just look back. So Des Bryant, they give him the catch. They beat the Green Bay Packers. Bum ass Packers. Then the Cowboys don't have anyone to drop an onside kick. They don't have anyone that will give up a fake field goal. They don't have anyone that will miss that ugly batted, should have been batted pass on
Sorry, you
2-point
listen to this?
conversion.
Surge?
They actually win
so
the
you
game.
watched the highlights recently as well.
Yes.
It was
Well, I just might not really forget them because it's just so bad. There's so many
You guys
bad
also know how
plays.
the game starts?
Well,
Turnover.
Russell
The
Wilson
Packers get
Turnover.
3 turnovers.
Yep, 3 turnovers.
yes, in
Three
like
picks,
what,
three
9
picks.
points, 6 points, 3 points.
And they kicked the field. Yeah, they
3
kicked the field
points.
at the 1. They kicked the
Yeah,
field
3
at the
turnovers.
1.
3 turnovers.
They were inside the 5 like
3
2 of those times.
Yeah,
2
Rodgers
of those
Wilson
times.
pick. I mean, I'm just saying, like, with how bad the Seahawks play that game, I don't like any other team would have won there or won. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why how the Packers. I don't know why, how, what, when, where, how. Just I don't know how they lost.
Rodgers finds a way.
Apparently, because he played like shit that game too. He didn't pass for 200 yards. I get it. Okay, well, give him 200. But they lose. The Seahawks lose. And the Cowboys go into Arizona. It's a hard-fought game, but they beat New England Patriots. Like I said, they control the game. And that just stems off this whole thing. Tony Romo goes on his run. He goes to 3 Super Bowls, wins 2, calls it quits. The Patriots kind of breaks there. They never really are the same. They really only end up with only 3 Super Bowls.
I was gonna say, so the Patriots end that dynasty ends back in the early 2000s.
Where
Because
was
I
I
think-
was going to?
I think
Where it
that
did.
Super Bowl loss is a very strong fracture, and then that next season is the break.
Wait, so Julian Edelman never wins Super Bowl MVP?
Yep.
And he never becomes a Hall of Famer?
Yep.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Because he's good.
I'm sorry.
But continue.
So the Cowboys dominate, and it kind of kicks this whole Patriots domination in the last decade that we've seen just never happens. Just never happens. But Tom ends up going back to his hometown, goes back to San Francisco, and he tries to make his dynasty there. But Eli Manning, this one last ride with Tom Coughlin. By the way, we're not just coming up with this stuff randomly. Like Tom Coughlin was Eli Manning's head coach for both Super Bowls, and saying that he would trade for him to add a winning Super Bowl quarterback to his team to help win a Super Bowl with that good Jaguars defense.
35-year-old veteran, like what?
It's not super crazy. Because all he really needed was an experienced quarterback to kind of put him over the hump. And even then, Blake Bortles almost had him win that AFC Championship.
That's what I was making a joke. Like, yeah, they literally almost did it with Blake Bortles.
So it's like
I
anything.
know.
Yeah, it's almost things anything
We're a
better.
10-point lead.
Anything better. It's kind of like you never really know what can happen. So you got Eli versus Tom in the Super Bowl, and we just kind of all know how that goes.
Wow!
You
Wow!
just kinda
Like
know
that?
how goes.
Like that.
It's happened twice before.
Well,
And
fair
Kyle
how the
Shanahan has
transition
shown that he
happened,
gets out coached in these really big games. Even Sean McVay, who looks like he's
Mario
owned,
Manningham on that sideline.
even looks like he's owned Sean McVay.
That was good though.
What happened to the NFC Championship
He
game?
can't defend the perfect pass.
It's a dub for the Rams.
Sean
He
McVay
finally
won.
got it done.
Sean McVay won. They lost 6 in a row to the
Really, Aaron
49ers.
Donald won, but it's whatever.
6 in a row to the 49ers, and then in the NFC Championship game, Kyle Shanahan says, we'll lose. So he's kind of. So with that, Eli going against Tom, it's just. Eli goes out on top. Once
Eli
again.
retires.
He retires. He'd be done. He wins and he's done. What is he going to do? Come back to. No.
Come back another
No.
year in Jacksonville.
Two
Yeah,
years
he's done. You're
Jacksonville?
right. He's done.
No.
He's done. Ring chases.
His
win,
argument grows
and then
tremendously.
and then Brady goes.
Well, then he's a surefire Hall of Famer. Like no one can even argue after that.
Yeah.
We have three. It's
We
just,
have 3.
but then Tom Brady comes back, and the next 2 seasons are AFC's dominated by the Chiefs, and the NFC's dominated by the Niners. And we kind of seen Tom versus Mahomes. Mahomes could never get his number, and I just think Tom dominates. Tom dominates Mahomes for the next 2
What's
years.
really interesting is with how much we change things end up the same. Things end up the same.
That's like
We end up with Tom Brady being unanimously the best quarterback of all time, and we have Eli Manning on the other side.
This time,
his,
though, he only ends up with
his
5.
arch rival.
This time he only ends up with 5 because he gets 2 with the Niners, but that's it.
He doesn't get the Tampa one. He doesn't get that third one in New England.
Nope.
He's saying 5.
Just 5.
But 5 is still, it's not high. He needs to have 7.
5 is still the best.
I know, but I wanted to beat Jordan.
But he also did it with 2. He also would have done it with 2 teams, so he would have been the best.
He would have won multiple with 2 teams. That's pretty impressive.
And that pretty much brings us up to the current NFL right there. Like that's what we'd be watching.
Wait,
today.
so Brady wins the 2.
He would win 2, so that'd be 3 seasons, and then you call it quits again, like for good.
And now what? Then the Rams would have just won this year. Is what you're saying? Or is the Niners winning just this year? Where are we at?
I
No,
think
I'm saying where we at.
after being dominated, I think the Rams finally, with all that capital they have, this Super Bowl is pretty safe to say would have happened. The Bengals were pretty much untouched. The Rams were pretty much untouched in this. Like Jalen Ramsey still ends up in LA.
No. What I'm saying is, what year was this? This was the 20.
This ends up being the
What year was the last year the Niners won?
By the end, like
Anything?
20.
when the Niners win.
Like, did the Niners win? Brady and the Niners won last year's Super Bowl, and then this year was the Rams. Is that what you're saying? Is that what this like?
I think that's what you say.
Is that
Yeah,
what this
that's-
paint?
yeah.
That's the picture.
Brady
we're
went
painting?
I think that
2019.
Bucks one,
Is
that's
equivalent
the one
to
that would have
Mahomes.
happened, and that one would have just been up in the air, whoever.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I like
Mahomes
that.
might have got his first ring then.
I see.
Oh, okay. Because he, what's it called? Because he
Because he would have won back, he would have gone to 3. Let me see, he would have gone to 3.
Because he would have lost the Niners in that first one instead of beating them.
Yep.
And then he would have, what's it called? Okay. That makes sense. And then he
So
maybe
Mahomes
gets his
goes
first-
3 in a row too.
At least he wins one though. He
So
wins
you're
one.
telling me 3 quarterbacks go 3 in a row for 9 straight?
And then now Joe Burrow runs.
Well, Mahomes doesn't go 3 in a row. Mahomes
Joe
doesn't
Burrow
go
runs
3
the next 10 years.
Well, because
Yeah.
Because Joey B's here.
I hate that. I hate that.
But
Any
So-
last thoughts, ladies and gentlemen?
Tom Brady's still the GOAT. That's it. We're good.
So
That's
guys,
all. All right.
just to wrap it up here, you know, we painted this Mona Lisa for you guys. Oh
beautiful
yeah,
picture.
I hope you appreciate it. You know, just that this topic just goes into the minds, the depths that we go for you fans, the craziness that goes on in our heads.
Why don't you say that we all actually had multiple what ifs today, and we only got into one, and that's just the point of what ifs. Just
That's why every few months I'll be like, guys, it's time for another
They
one.
just so just last takeaways, like we said, you know, no matter how much we change, sometimes we just end up back where we started. Matt, what is it like?
It's almost like we're on a roller coaster. You go on there, you sit down, you get in there, you go these twists and turns, this emotional ride. But guess where you end up at the end? Right back where you started.
And
Just
that-
with a new perspective.
I like that. I like that.
That's
No
it for
perspective.
me. That's it for me.
So I hope you enjoyed this NFL fever dream that we cocked up for you guys. And as always, guys, think outside the box.